What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Date Night Podcast. I'm Ben.
And I'm Tori.
And today we thought it would be fun to share with you and with each other some unpopular, quote-unquote, opinions.
Yeah.
It's funny because unpopular opinions are really common and shared by a lot of people, which kind of makes the name stupid, but, like, you know what people mean, right?
Yeah.
It's just, like, opinions that aren't necessarily...
Not common.
So we each came up with some that we're going to take turns sharing. And then, yeah, you can see if you agree with it, either of us. We'll see if we agree with each other. So, yeah, do you want to start?
I'll go and then we'll just take turns. So my first one is I don't like wine or beer or really any alcohol. I'm super picky with my alcohol. It doesn't necessarily have to be girly, but it can't be like...
It can't taste like there's any alcohol.
That's not true. It can't taste like dark liquor. So if there's dark liquor in it, it can't taste like that. I'm not a big fan of tequila, so like it has to be masked by something. But like white liquor drinks, I can handle those totally fine. I'm fine with that, but I don't like beer or wine. I know it's... not common.
I'm not gonna lie. I like some beer.
Yeah.
Like if you do some of the craftier, like
and flavored beer.
More fun beers, and flavored or not, there's just some that I see the taste quality of it. But on a whole, I would agree with you. I've never had a wine that I liked.
Yeah, no.
I'll say that 100%.
No. And everyone was like, "Try Truly." It just tastes like beer.
The aftertaste is very beer-like on that. I'll agree with you. And so like. I've had good beers. I've never had good wine. Most beer's trash. I'll agree with that. But, like, I enjoy dark liquor.
No.
So I'm cool with it. Okay, so for me, this episode it's different for me than it is for her because I have, I would say that I have a lot of what I would consider unpopular opinions.
Yeah.
And what made it hard for me, there's, like, a couple reasons. First, how many I had. I wanted to narrow it down. I wanted to pick good ones, like good ones that I thought maybe we could get into some discussion on.
Yeah.
And then I also wanted to be careful and pick ones that wouldn't either get the podcast and us canceled or at least make me look. I wanted to look like the least like an asshole possible. So I came up with some. I like them. I'm pretty good about them. I'm gonna start with the least quote unquote controversial. And I think that making the bed is a waste of time.
100%. Okay, now does it give
here
you...
we go. Yeah, okay, but...
Yeah. Does it give you a good feeling when you go to crawl into bed that night? Sure. Like, it feels cozy.
It feels good.
But here's the thing.
Not that much better.
We're all stretched for time in our day, and taking those, quote-unquote, 5 minutes to make your bed is not necessary.
I mean, okay, but that's... We're saying different things.
Okay, so why do you think so?
You're saying, well, no. You're saying that's not necessary. I just think it's just dumb. I just think it's like, when are people in your bed? Okay, this is from my context. My master bedroom in my house, right? I see why we clean the house when you have people come over, right? You want it to, number one, be clean for people. You want to give a good impression. Why are these people going in your bedroom?
Yeah, unless I expected guests to be in my bedroom, I would not be making my bed.
What are you doing?
But, whatever. Like, sometimes when, like, my brother comes over, he has babies, and he'll put them down for naps, and they'll sleep in our bedroom. Now, if that's the case...
He has babies, which means he probably doesn't make his bed.
It's true. I may not make my bed for my brother, though. Okay, so my next one was... Taylor Swift is not award-winning worthy.
I don't have any quarrel. I don't have a problem with that. Like, I've never been like blown away by a Taylor Swift song.
People are obsessed with her, and while I'll admit like her new music is better than her old music, I still don't think any of her music is award winning or really that good.
Yeah, I mean, there's like good songs.
Yeah, there's
like, fun beats.
She has a song or two. Yeah, that,
there's funny lyrics sometimes.
For the most
I don't
part.
love her, but I don't hate her. But I agree. It's kind of like for how popular she is, I don't see it.
She's definitely overrated.
Yeah, I would. Yep, I agree with that. Okay. My next one. Okay, actually something. Okay, then I don't know if this is even an unpopular opinion, but it's just something that I wanted to talk about because I want your hard opinion on it, and I want to share mine, put it out in the universe. But waffles are 150, like 3,000% better than pancakes.
Yeah.
A waffle gives you, it's a better texture. You get the crisp on the outside with the soft on the inside, which maybe you can achieve with pancakes, but I feel like it's much more rare, so it means it's either harder or impossible.
Right.
With pancakes, they're like, I like the airiness, but like they don't have anything to contrast where the waffle gets crunchy
they're
outside.
Soft and like mushy. Where waffles have that texture.
They're sturdy, yeah, and they get that little snap, the crisp. And then beyond that, I like, and I know that you could do this with pancakes, but I like the way that waffles are typically dressed up with like, I don't know, it's more fruit focused. It seems like, whereas pancakes you get a lot of chocolate chip and like shit like that.
Yeah, and you, like you said, you can change that, but like the overall structure of a waffle.
A waffle's just one of the. A waffle is one of the more perfect foods, in my opinion. I would say, but waffles are better than pancakes. So far we've agreed on everything.
Yeah,
right? Cool.
I haven't had a waffle as good as the one at, if you're local to us, at Gourmelt's, the chicken and waffle sandwich. Their waffle is like the definition of the perfect waffle. Bready on the inside, crunchy on the outside. They put like caramelized sugar on it. Oh my god.
Yeah, you just only get it as a sandwich. So it's hard. It's like, that's not necessarily fair, but that's fine.
But the waffle is perfect. I wish everywhere would make their waffles as good as them. Okay, my next one is happy wife, happy life. And I think that quote is overrated because why would you only want your wife to be happy and the man to be miserable? Like, doesn't that just lead to issues?
I don't know. I don't have as much of a problem with that because like, does it mean be miserable or does it mean...
Okay,
does it mean that it'll be harder for you to be truly happy if your other, like, okay, so you say my other half, right? Like, people say that, and I don't know how you feel about that necessarily either. But it's like, I don't know, when one struggles, it makes it harder for the other to thrive as
cool,
strong,
but the
right?
quote is saying basically he'll give up everything because she gets her way all the time. And I feel
I don't like that. I don't like that interpretation of it.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like that's unfair. Like, it shouldn't always be her way or his way. It should be like a combination, give and take here and there.
I mean, I agree with that.
Yeah. That's what the quote actually like means.
This is, I don't know. I just interpret it like, yeah, maybe I looked too deeply into it because like I just took it different. I just took that different. Oh my God. Happy wife. Okay, so it's like if you're doing well with everything else, but your relationship is suffering, can you really be 100% happy?
No.
So that's okay. You see where,
right.
Whatever. You see where I was.
Yeah,
going.
you're too far in.
You're too far into it. All right. I hate surprises.
Yeah, he does.
Surprises are dumb and dangerous.
And a great cause for anxiety.
I mean, okay, well, and that's if you know it's coming.
Yeah.
But like, even a surprise, which I would argue is worse. I'll say that. I don't like any surprise.
Not even happy surprises.
Especially not happy surprises.
What?
No, definitely not happy. But like, and then happy surprise. It's like there's already, that person expects you to be happy. There's so much expectation.
Oh my God.
My reaction rarely lives up to the expectation of a surprise because I just don't do well. I don't like them. I don't know. I just don't like surprises. I
personally like surprises. If they're good, obviously. Nobody likes a bad surprise.
Right.
But I like happy surprises, like gifts or like going places. Like, I like it.
How do you know that that's what I want to do at that moment? Like,
I don't
or
care.
where I want to go or what? Like, if you're surprising me, I'm saying if it's for me, I like, I don't know. What's a good example? Like, let's say I love Five Guys, right?
Okay.
But like, I'm not necessarily always in the mood for Five Guys.
Okay, that's a freaking lie.
I mean, okay, that's it's not a literal example.
If you love it that much, then you'll be happy no matter when it's happening, even if you weren't like in the mood to do that.
Better example: surprise party.
Okay.
You plan a surprise party for me. And like most of the time, maybe it'd be fine. But I get in moods where I just don't want to be around that many people.
Yeah.
So now all of a sudden you've presented me with a not thing like it's just it's risky.
Oh my God.
It's just risky.
Oh my God.
Surprises are more danger. It's not more trouble than it's worth.
Just
well,
for
yeah,
you.
actually, I mean,
Just for you.
well, those are opinions, and those are unique to people. Everyone can have an opinion.
These are unpopular opinions.
Yeah, none of this is correct because it's all just opinions. There's no facts on this episode.
Your opinion is wrong.
No, that's my favorite phrase.
Okay. My next one is The Walking Dead is overrated. And to be honest, almost everything on TV is overrated. Actually, everything on TV is overrated.
So what point are you making? Are you sticking with Walking Dead, or are you like broadening it out to TV?
I mean, I'm gonna stick with The Walking Dead because it was a huge part of like the past 10 years of our lives.
Okay, because
TV.
I was really into it. I liked.
Yeah,
it's like
stupid.
Maybe how many whenever the Negan character with the bat smashed the heads, whatever that episode started, whatever season that episode started, is when I bailed and I just quit watching it. So I would have disagreed with you, but they lost me. And then I see now that they're literally still making it, and it's like I just can't even. I couldn't stick with it then. I can't imagine the people that are sticking with it now. So, and like maybe it got better, who knows? But yeah, I'm gonna agree with you. If you're only saying Walking Dead,
I mean, I am, but also like Grey's Anatomy, people are obsessed. It's whatever. What else? The only one I'll hop on the train with is The Office. Like that's such a good show, but everything else,
and now it's on Peacock,
is stupid. Like it's just not worth watching.
Disagree.
I mean,
anyway,
I know.
I love storytelling. So it doesn't matter if it's a movie or a TV show, but like anything that tells a story that you can follow, especially the more creative and intelligent and like twisty ways they can think to tell stories. The problem with some, especially like, and this is having not watched any Grey's Anatomy, the problem is that that's one of those shows that seems almost predictable. Like Law and Order is a fun show, but I don't love it. Like if it got canceled, it wouldn't hurt my feelings because it's brutally predictable most of the time. So, like, that's hard. But I like a good, intelligent story.
No, I'm good.
So, my next one, which we've probably even talked about on the podcast before, and it's similar to Surprises, but is Vacations are overrated.
They're not. He is wrong.
You know what? No. Can I apologize? I'll apologize for the way that I said that. Because Vacations are not overrated. Most people use Vacations the wrong way, or like have the wrong I say wrong, but it's an opinion, but like I think that most people approach or view Vacations from the wrong context.
I agree and disagree with that statement because you're right. Like most people use Vacation to like run away from their life because they're so miserable.
They're like, yeah, they white knuckle it every fucking day.
But at the same time, if you're white knuckling it every day, that vacation is much needed.
I mean,
I see it.
Yeah.
But I can't, like, no judgment.
This whole episode's about judgment because these are opinions.
Yeah, well.
So somebody ends up being judged based on the opinion. You know what I mean?
You're judging, not me.
But you get what we're both judging. You judge Grey's Anatomy. You judge the shit out of TV shows.
Yeah. Definitely.
They have millions of listeners.
God.
Or viewers. But, no. Like, yeah, I don't know. Vacations are fun because a vacation would be fun because it's like, well, I don't want to move to Italy and live there, but like, vacation to Italy would be fun. Or even the beach. It can be local within the state. It doesn't have to be some grand experience. It's like, I don't necessarily want to live at the beach, but I enjoy the beach. But like, you should be going because you enjoy the beach only. Not only, but like, I don't know.
That's not true.
Most people, they just white knuckle it and they fucking bare their teeth down until they get to vacation.
Break. But you need that break or you're going to give up.
Wouldn't you rather live a life where you don't need that break?
Yeah, but until you get there, what are you going to do?
I don't
Be so miserable? You need that break. You need that reset.
Whatever. Vacations are overrated.
Okay. All right. So.
Again, that was wrong. Most people, they abuse vacations. It's like drugs.
Yeah, whatever.
There's a time and place and you use it wrong.
All right. My last one is fine point ink pens. I don't get the hype about them.
I don't get it. What's a fine? Define a fine point to me.
Yours would be a fine point ink ball pen.
Then you're wrong. This pen right here
I
beside me.
knew this was gonna be controversial between the two of us because.
What do you fucking like?
You
Sharpie markers?
Yes, that's not true. But one, I'm just not into the ink ball pens. Like, they're not that big of a deal.
Wasn't ink ball different than fine point? Because I don't think I like the ink ball. That's the smudgy ink, right?
Oh, I'm sorry. We're not talking about ink point. Fine point. Sorry, I like the ink ball pens, to be honest.
The one like
but they do smudge.
And then smudge
yeah,
them.
they will smudge, and that's annoying. But I like the way they're like vivid. No, yeah, I like the like Sharpie felt ones that are more like pens. They're like Sharpie pens.
Oh my god! But it's like you're
it's
like you're painting.
I also like writing with color, so I like packs that have color in them because then I can color coordinate what I'm writing, keep my stuff organized, my thoughts.
I don't even like blue ink.
I know.
Like, I want black ink.
To be fair,
only.
I don't like blue ink either.
But you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You're talking about colors. It's like, no.
Yeah. I love colors when I'm writing. And if it's not colorful, I don't want to be writing.
We've gotten really far away from the ballpoint. Is it, so it's ballpoint, right? But whatever you said?
No, it's fine point.
Fine point? I like a fine point. I like the text to be narrow and not, like, bleed out and be so goopy. But if
You're really particular about your pens.
I'm particular about everything if it's not obvious by this episode. And then, I guess for me, my last one is I saved what I thought would be my most controversial.
Awesome.
Till the end.
Great.
It is not the most controversial.
Let's just say that we did not tell each other these.
Yeah, we didn't share these, so she doesn't know what I'm going to say. And I
apologize.
I'll 100% say that this is not the most controversial opinion that I have, but it's the most controversial one I'm going to share today. He would never. But I think that... Okay, I'm going to say it in an extreme way, probably. I'm going to say it in an extreme way, probably.
Usually.
Because there's nuance. There's, like, everything is complicated, right? But on a whole, I think that everything that people do is selfish. Even the people who appear to be the most selfless, the people who give and donate and do all of these things, because, yes, they're doing it to help other people, but at the end of the day... The selfish motivation is the good feeling they get from helping other people, right? So the end justifies the means. Other people get help.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I don't think it's a bad thing, though.
Well, that's what I was trying to. I was trying to say it can have good outcomes, but we shouldn't pretend like even the holiest and most giving people around us aren't being tremendously selfish because we all are very, very selfish.
Yeah, I think it's in human nature to act selfishly anyways, because that's what we're at. Like, we're after making ourselves feel good. Like, that just
feel
makes
good,
sense.
be safe, be successful, all those things.
It makes sense, and it's not always a bad thing. Like, selfish always tends to get this, like, rap for being, like, a bad feeling or a bad action, and it's not. Not always. I mean, it can be.
No, I mean, selfishness is like everything else, kind of. It's like it can be used in a good way or a bad way. But, it's ultimately a person. But I guess everyone that you see is being selfish 100% of the time.
Yeah, I don't.
But that doesn't necessarily mean they're being bad or evil or manipulative or anything. Because, they could genuinely, like with this, I genuinely love having you in my life, right? Uh-huh. So, selfishly, if I do something nice for you, it's as much as it is for you to be happy, it's because I showed you.
Right.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Everything can be tracked back to a selfish reason. Even the most noble and kind of gestures.
It's just not a bad thing.
I thought you were going to argue with me more on that. I'm not going to lie.
No, because I understand. I mean, 100% of the time, I don't know. But, yeah, I get it. I totally get it.
I would say less than 1% of the time is anything done truly in selflessness. It's only in a situation where someone sacrifices their life for another person. I would say that's that type of scenario is the exception. Because you didn't there was no gain, right from that as much,
and I can't think of a thing where someone doesn't gain something,
right? Even if it's just good feelings,
That's crazy.
All right, cool. So I ended on a more positive note than I thought I was gonna. But so yeah, that was today's episode. That was some unpopular opinions. Let us know on Instagram, Facebook, in the reviews even. Let us know if you agree, disagree with anything we said. If you want to share your unpopular opinions with us, you can do that again on Instagram at the Date Night Pod, the Date Night Podcast, and then it is thedatenightpod.com to visit our website, join the email, all that fun stuff. So subscribe, rate, review, do all the things, and thank you for listening. That's going to do it for this episode, and that's going to do it for us.
Bye, guys.